Welcome, students. Yes, we are here to have our revision of the first lesson of history, which you have for your unit test, that is sources of history. So, this lesson was done in the month of May. So, before your exams, we'll have a quick summary, we'll have a quick revision of the lesson, and also after that, we will be solving the answers, types of questions which will be asked in your exam. Fine. We have learnt about how to do for geography. Similar way, you will have to click only the answers in your history paper as well. Okay, so before we solve the questions, let's see what is there in this lesson, sources of history. Okay, what does history give us? History gives us a chronological, scientific and systematic account of the past. Yes, what is history telling us? History is telling us what has happened in the past. Okay, not in the present nor in the future. It is telling us what has happened in the past. So, history gives us a chronological, scientific, and systematic account of the past. Okay, so what do you mean by chronological? Chronological means it is arranged in order of their occurrence. Yes, in order of the occurrence, the period from which it has occurred. Scientific, based on facts, and a systematic, in a very systematic manner, it is telling us about the past. Fine. Okay, now history, four important factors from the viewpoint of history. So when we learn about history, what do we learn in history? We learn about the individuals, we learn about society, we learn about the place, and we learn about the time. Yes, so like see how we have history of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. We have learnt about how the Mughal power came into dominance in India. We learnt about the society. Yes, in religious synthesis we learnt how the society was there, how people were following the principle of secularism. We learnt about the places, and also the time period. Time is very important when we learn history because everything is based on the past. So these are the four important factors from the viewpoint of history: individuals, society, place, and time. Okay, now moving ahead. Now when we learn about history, we how do we come to know about this history? How did we come to know that these things had happened in the past? Somebody had made a video of it and left it for us. Yes, was that invention there at that time? This technology was there at that time? No. Then how do we come to know? How did we come to know about all these things? It was from the sources, various sources of history. Yes, now what were these sources of history? They were the material sources, the written sources, and the oral sources. Yes, material sources. Most of you must have visited forts. Yes, you must have gone to historical places. So, all these historical places come under material sources. Written sources. You must have people come to know about history whereby some historian has written about the history of that period. Oral sources. You must have learned the Povadas of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, heard the Povadas of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Tanaji Malusare. So that is oral sources, something which you hear. Folk tales, folk songs, all these come under oral sources. Okay. Now we'll see what are the other things mentioned. Material sources. What do these material sources include? They include memorials, buildings, cave sculptures, inscriptions, coins, copper plates, and forts. Yes, so all these things include in material sources. Okay, along with these things, there are other things also which are included: chaityas, viharas, temples, churches, mosques, agyaris, dargahs, maqbaras, gurudwaras, monuments, sculptures, wells, minarets, village boundaries and gates, weapons, utensils, ornaments, clothes, decorative articles, toys, implements, musical instruments are all material sources of history. Children, if you have visited the museum in our city, Mumbai city, if you have visited, if you then you would have seen the different things they put on display. Yes, to show from which period to which period these things belonged. Yes, if you have seen the armor of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, also the Chilkhat, so that is a material source, physical thing which you can see and touch. Okay, so those are material sources, the ornaments which they wore, the weapons which they used. Yes, so forts also, historical places also, temples also. Yes, in our history also we learned about how Krishna Deva Raya, he had, during his rule, he had built the Hari Hazar Ram and the Vitthal temple, yes, in Karnataka. So those are the material sources of history. Fine. So these things also come. Agyaris, what do you mean by Agyaris? Agyaris is like how we go, Hindus go to the temples, Muslims go to the mosque. Similarly, the Parsis, yes, the Zoroastrian people, they people who belong to the Parsi community, they go to their holy place to worship, which is called as an Agyari. That is the fire temple. It is called as the fire temple. So Agyaris, Dargahs, Makbaras, Gurudwaras, all these are included in the material sources. Then written sources, which is written and it is kept as evidence and it is to be proven. So what do these written sources include? They include documents of proceedings in the courts of kings, genealogies, shakavli, correspondence, dispatches, judicial verdicts and orders, treatises, biographies, travelogues of foreign travelers, chronicles, and tawarikh. Yes, tawarikh is based on the events. Yes, it is based on the events. So all these included are included in the written sources. Fine. Then oral sources. What do oral sources include? Folk songs, gatha, means it's a type of a story, shlokas, abhangas, povadas, proverbs, legends, myths. All these are included in oral sources. So we have three sources through which we come to know about history: the material sources, then the written sources, and the oral sources. Fine. So these are the three sources of history through which we come to know what had happened in the past. And what history gives us? History gives us a chronological, scientific, and systematic account of the past, systematic happenings of the past. Fine. Now moving ahead, we will do the we will solve questions, types of questions which will be asked in your exam. So the first type is fill in the blanks. Okay, so over here I have my first statement: dash have an important place among material sources. Okay, so I have given options: food, forts, plants. So which among these have an important place among material sources? Is it food, is it forts, or is it plants? Yes, what will it be? Yes, children, you are thinking it right. It is forts. Forts have an important place among material sources. It tells a lot about the history which has happened in that fort, on that fort, how people had tried to save the fort, how there were fought for that. Everything the fort tries to tell. So forts have an important place among material sources. So our first question is going to be fill in the blanks. You don't have to type anything in your paper. Only thing you have to do is click on the correct option, the correct answer from the choices given to you. I hope this is clear. Fine. Moving on to the next question. The dash use the Arabic and Persian language on their coins. The Brahmins, the Cholas, or the Peshwas. Yes, the dash use the Arabic and Persian language on their coins, and our answer is the Peshwas. The Peshwas use the Arabic and Persian language on their coins. Fine. So this is also fill in the blank which we have learned. Then the next question. Do you agree or disagree, or whether it is true or false? So it can be asked, do you agree or disagree, or whether it is true or false. Parmanand composed Shri Shiv Bharat, a biography of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Yes, so what is it? Whether it is true or whether it is false. Again, in exam, true or false will be given. You just have to click on whether it is true or false. One option only. So, my answer is going to be true. So, I have clicked on my answer true. So the second question is either do you agree or disagree or true or false. Fine. Next, going ahead, the third type of question. Pick out the odd man out. Yes, pick out the odd man out. And what is it? Mosques, agyaris and manuscripts. So out of these three, which is the odd man out? Again, these three will come as options. Manuscripts, agyaris or mosques. Yes. So what are gyaris and what are mosques? They are material sources. Manuscripts are written sources. So which is the odd man over here? Correct. It is the manuscripts which is the odd man out. So I have clicked on my odd man, the correct odd man out. Correct, children? Fine. Then going on to the next question, choose the correct option. Okay, question is given, which are the four factors important from the viewpoint of history? We have done this in the beginning of this presentation only, children. What are my options? Language, customs, dance, food, individuals, society, place, time, sea forts, hill forts, forest forts, monuments. So I have got three options. Out of that, I have to choose one which is the correct. Yes, you got it correct. Individuals, society, place and time are the four factors which are important from the viewpoint of history. So that is my answer. Yes, so we have done four types of questions. Question 1, fill in the blanks. Question 2, true or false. Question 3, choose the odd man out. And question 4, choose the correct option. So each and every question will be having an option. You just have to pick out the correct option and submit your paper. Yes, history is going to be of 10 marks, geography of 10 marks, total of 20 marks. You will be having the paper on the same day. Okay, so I hope you would have understood what I have tried to tell you. Go through the presentations which we have done earlier. Go through the written work. Yes, and do your paper well. And wishing you all the best for your exam. And hope all of you do your papers very well and get good marks. So thank you for now, children. Sai Ram.